So Virgil's saying it's the end of the 10. Damn. What's good guys, Ash Bash back again with another sneaker review, and this is for the Off-White times Nike Air Force 1 low. So yeah, this being the last Off-White times Nike release of the year, and Virgil announcing that the 10 is done ski. First of all, what does that mean? Does he mean he's done with those 10 silhouettes? What does it mean he's done with Nike altogether? Hopefully it just means he's done with the silhouette, because there's enough other stuff for him to go to, so why not try something different? But anywho, the Air Force 1. Air Force 1 is a sneaker that I've loved back in the day. I'm trying to think what started off for me. I know it was about 2001 maybe that I first got into Air Force 1s. It might have been around the time that Nelly brought out Air Force 1s. I'm not too sure. I think that was after. But I remember Ja Rule rocking the white on whites. So white on white Air Force 1 was a staple and a must. And back then Air Force 1s weren't too expensive to buy. I think you can get a pair for like 50, 55 pounds. So easy, no brainer was the pair to pick up. But I think the last time I actually got a pair of Air Force 1s was probably 2008. I got them for my birthday back then, pair of white on whites. But they've not really been on my radar then. They've kind of been a shoe that I've totally put on the back burner. But when the first pair of Off-Whites came out in the Air Force 1, they were actually pretty fire. Then when I saw these two, I was like, yeah, I'm down for that. I had my eye on the Volt pair, but then everyone's talking about the black pair being more wearable. I thought, kind of makes sense to be honest, but I want the Volt pair, so here's what it is. So this shoe comes in your standard Nike Off-White box, brown box. It says Nike swoosh there. Also says the 10 Nike Air Force 1 low. Got these in the UK 10, and colorway wise is Volt and black. This pair right here is from Offspring. Salute to Offspring always. But I did actually win a pair from SNS as well. Unfortunately, well, how can you say unfortunately when you got a W? But I won a pair from Sneakers and Stuff as well in the same colorway. Ideally would have been in the black colorway, so I had both. Still trying to work on a swap, but so far no luck, but we shall see. But anywho, let's show you what's good. Inside the box comes with your standard Off-White paper, and you get the whole inside out thing with the Nike box inside. But you don't care about the box. Let's see the shoes. And boom, here are the sneakers in all their super duper bright glory. I'm sure this is going to be hard to come up on the camera, but I'll have some close-ups and stuff so you can see them, what they actually look like. But yes, Volt. Classic colorway from Nike, the whole Volt thing, but they've gone super duper all over Volt, super fluorescent, and Virgil has killed it. I've never actually seen the original white pair of the Off-Whites in person, so I've only really seen these, and they're super duper fire. Material wise, crazy, nice little design. They're pretty, obviously I'd say they're subtle. They're not subtle for the looks wise, because obviously super Volt, but subtle in the deconstruction that they've done. Whereas if you hadn't known that this was an Off-White collab, besides the obvious branding and stuff, you'd think, oh, this is just a nice pair of Nikes. But enough of that, let's get to the details. So yes, this shoe is made up of crazy materials and it's just a madness. So on the toe box, it is made out of nylon, which is like surprisingly stretchy. I was thinking this was going to be like a stiff shoe, because how it looks, you'd think it would be made out of some crazy material where it's like bare stiff, but it's actually pretty stretchy and a little bit more comfortable than the leather pairs, to be fair. There's this little dotted pattern on the toe box, which is supposed to represent the perforated holes that you'd get on a normal pair of leather Air Force 1s. You've got this other bit of nylon around the toe box of the area with this cross pattern. I think it's just a reinforced sort of webbing sort of pattern behind it. Pretty decent, I would say. Then you've got this swoosh, which is that super shiny, God knows what material it is. But it looks like they've stuck the swoosh on, and then it's got this Volt sort of stitching going along the shoe as well. Then you obviously get a little orange tab that you get with all your Off-White collabs. Towards the back of the shoe is in this next material. It feels like, I couldn't tell you what it feels like, but it's got some writing on the back here. It says HO18 M&S BSK, which I believe is supposed to be men's basketball. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then it says 131, and it's got some other random numbers at the back there. You also get this little roughish suede towards the back here where it's got the Nike swoosh, and then it's got logo in quotation marks. Lovely little touch. Again, like you get on all off-white sneakers, it's got the whole off-white, made in Beaverton, etc, etc. This one here is covered by the big oversized Nike swoosh, which is stitched on. Above all that, then the midsole, all in your super duper Volt, and it's got air written in quotation marks and your standard air, which you find on all off-whites. Boom. Bottom of the shoe, again, all Volt. It's got the two little circle pads for your traction and all that, and it's got Nike with a little swoosh as well. Towards the laces, you get some more of that same sort of nice suede towards the back of the shoe on the eyelets here, stitched on all the way around. And then the laces are crazy. They feel like, what should I say? Like IKEA. If you've been to IKEA and you know they're sort of bags, the handles to the bags, it feels like that material. To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I could do without them being this sort of material, but because of the colorway of this sneaker, I don't think I'm able to find any other laces to make a lace sock that makes sense. I'll have a look and see if I can, but I think it's going to be the standard laces or the spare pair, which are this black pair which has shoelace written in red on it, and the standard pair is obviously Volt with black shoelace written on there. Inside the shoe, standard Volt again, and it says the 10, and it's got that off-white logo. The insole itself, way more padded than I remember. Before I bought this pair, I went to one of the shops and tried on some Air Force Ones just to make sure I had my sizing down and all that, because it's been a minute since I wore them. I remember going to a shop to try on a pair before because I was looking for a pair for work, and they were super uncomfortable. I was telling my friend about why they were uncomfortable, and it's actually quite an embarrassing story. In the shop, I think it is Shoe in London, the shop, they actually stuffed their sneakers with like one of those sort of plasticky things towards the toe box, so it keeps its shape and it can't bend. Well, I didn't even notice that that was in there. So I've tried it on, I'm like, this is super stiff. I don't know what size I need. Only when I put my hand in there, I felt it, took it out, and I was like, oh, this is actually quite comfortable. I went for my standard sizing in this, which is a UK 10. I've heard that you can possibly go down half a size in these, so I won't know until I try them on. But let's get to that on foot. And we're back. That was a quick look at the Air Force One off-white in Volt on feet. And yeah, sizing wise, I would say true to size is fine, not a big deal at all, but they definitely have a tiny bit of space, so you could possibly go half a size down. One of my friends went half a size down and he said they fit him, but they're a little bit snug, so it depends. If you like a snug fit, half a size down, but if you don't, true to size, and you'll be totally fine. Won't be giantly big, but it'll be tiny, little bit of gap, a little bit thicker sock maybe, will make them fit better. I was a bit surprised that it was actually bigger than it is, because the back heel of this shoe is way more padded than you would expect. The tongue is super padded, and even the sole of the shoe, the inner sole, is way more padded than normal. But another couple of things that I didn't mention before was the tongue itself, obviously made out of that crazy nylon material. And it's got that exposed thing that Off-White love doing on all their collabs. So the exposed area of the tongue, and you've also got that exposed area here around the lip of the shoe where you put your foot in. And also obviously cable tie is done that light blue colorway. I believe all the, trying to think if all the new ones that came out this year have this. I think they have this color. I know my Prestos don't, but I know the Blazers did, and maybe, no, I think it's just the Blazers. Because the Off-White Converse, I'm sure that was orange, but I don't know. Maybe there's a reason for this that I can't think of, but there is. But yeah, the other colorway that came out of this is the black and white pair, super fire. Hopefully I can swap my second pair for a pair of those. We shall see. If not, it is what it is. Maybe I can swap them for something else. Don't be begging in the comments for that pair. I would love to be safe and give it away, but I really want another shoe, so I'd rather trade it for something else. Is what it is. But yeah, that's the end of the review. Hopefully you enjoyed. This is a dope shoe. Whether it's going to make my top 10 of the year, we shall see. That is a video that I need to work on ASAP. I'm checking the date today, and it's getting very close to the end of the year, so I need to work on that ASAP. But yeah, end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, @ashbashsneakers, and Twitter as Perfection7. All the links and stuff is down below. I'm out. Later, yo.